What's up everyone? I have a 5 Sauropod victory for today, and I'm planning on uploading 5 of a kind twins with a voiceover for the entire week, so if you're into that then stay tuned. I have done 5 Sauropods before, but it wasn't uploaded on my channel. I sent it as a submission to Rev GT for his Rate My Gameplay series, so I'll leave a link to that video in the description. Please check it out, it was very funny. I think the run was nice too. It was on the old life system, so I dare say that it was even more difficult. So yeah, if that catches your interest, then I'll leave a link in the description. Maybe shows a little something on screen. I'm not really sure how I'll do that, but I'll find a way to. But yeah, for now I'm just playing normally. You can see that I leveled into a dolphin. Dolphin may be the second best behind the hatching chick in terms of leveling into it on turn 3. Yeah, I'm just playing normally, trying to win, trying to get to the late game. I still have no idea what 5 of a kind I'm going to be going for. But at this point I had completed the 5 Sauropod challenge, so I wasn't necessarily thinking about going 5 Sauropods again, but the run was just so generous to me, giving me exactly the kinds of units that I need for a perfect food build, so I couldn't refuse going for 5 Sauropods again. It might be a bit educational though for people who don't know how to do 5 of a kinds in Puppy Pack, even though I doubt that there are many 5 of a kind runners that grind Puppy Pack. But anyway, I'm just trying to build up some good units. The Swan is very important usually if you're going for a tier 6 unit. I level into a deer, which I'm not sure if I want. If I were to get it, I'd probably have to sell the tropical fish, but I just bought that, so I'd feel bad about selling it right after buying it, so I just passed the deer. I don't know if it was the correct play. You could call it buyer's remorse, but yeah, that's how I felt at the moment. I think this round I'm going to be losing though, yeah. Maybe if I had the deer I would have won, but you know, if I'm losing lives early, that means I have more time to play the late game, so I can get a stronger Sauropod build. If you think about it that way, is it really a misplay? Probably still yes, but that's how I'm going to explain it away. This round I think should be a win. Thankfully the dolphin did end up sniping their mid-bow unit, so I didn't incur that much damage. And winning by 1 HP, you'll love to see it. On this turn I probably should preserve level ups, but still at this point I wasn't really sure what 5 of a kind I would be going for, and there are a lot of tier 5s that I haven't done in Puppy Pack. I think the only 5 of a kind that I have done that is tier 5 is the eagle, and that happened after this run was recorded, so I don't think I even had a single tier 5 unit completed. So yeah, that's why I leveled up there. But I think on the next turn I'll be preparing some level ups for turn 9, so that I can find as many tier 6 units as possible. And you can see I'm finding a Swan here, which I decide not to level immediately, just to have a tier 6 unit next turn. And the dolphin and tropical fish are also kind of close to being leveled up. I just need one more in the shop. I decided to get a squirrel because I don't know if it's good, but I just have a soft spot for squirrel now. It can find you more chocolates, it can discard them, and in the late game it can find you pizzas. It can be very good in a lot of builds, so I just tend to take it nowadays. Even though, what did I replace it with? Was it a bluebird? I think the bluebird was fine as well. It was level 2 I believe. But anyway, this turn I'm going to be leveling up 3 times even, so let's see what we get. The first level up is the Sauropod, which I wasn't very happy with because I already have the 5 Sauropod victory. So I tried leveling up again, getting a gorilla. This build wouldn't really suit a gorilla that well, I don't think. I don't have the scaling online that I need right now, So I decided to take a Sauropod, maybe try to get the chocolate bot, maybe get the 1 gold from the effect of the Sauropod. And here I find the octopus on the 3rd level up, which at the point I was like, why not try for a 5 of a kind octopus? I don't think it's going to be very difficult, but you need to get at least 2 early so you can start scaling them up, because the octopus has a great effect, but you need stats alongside it. You can't have a pepper on it in this pack, in Puppy Pack, so you can't guarantee its effect going off twice if it doesn't have good stats. The only thing you can do is maybe use a mushroom, but I think a steak would be better in that case. But I never mind the octopus, because I think I'm going to be giving up on it on this turn. Yeah, maybe getting rid of the ant first, because it's probably strictly worse than the octopus at this point. I'm getting it scaled up a little, but I don't think it's going to be sticking around for very long. Especially since it manages to avoid the seal buffs. Like, I think it only got hit by 2 seal buffs. Now that I see the other Sauropod, I just decide to take that instead, and at this point I'm committed to a 5 Sauropod run. I have a very good setup for it with the level 3 swan and the squirrel, so I'll be seeing a lot of foods, I'll have more gold than usual. The seal is already level 2, so the scaling is going to go nuts. And thankfully I managed to win. I was kind of in a vulnerable spot from that transition, but I won either way. And now I have some pretty good foods in the shop, so I have to decide what to sell next. From the effect of the sushi, you can probably tell that this run was recorded a while ago. The sushi now drops simultaneously, it's not like one by one like it used to be. It was very annoying, but thankfully they did fix that. I think this run was from mid-January, which yeah, so it's more than a month old. Isn't that crazy? And you can still do this in a Puppy Pack if you want. Like, nothing has changed in Puppy Pack, and the Sauropod teams are still going very strong if you know how to build them properly. I was thinking if I should freeze a seal here, but I was like, I'd rather give the seal a chocolate instead of having to combine 2 seals like that. Because when the seal reaches level 3, it can no longer eat chocolate, which is a little sad. You basically use it like like a recycling bin, throwing any bad food into it, and it can transform it into stats. But for chocolate it can't do that if it's at level 3, so I decided to keep it at level 2.66 for now, so hopefully I find the chocolate sometime soon. But even if I don't, the seal at level 2 is strong enough. And you can see for turn 12, I believe this team is very strong. Having 2 steaks, the 4th Sauropod which can come freely in. I usually like to keep the slot open for a cow, but if you have so many Sauropods on the team, you're generating a crazy amount of gold, so you're not really missing out on any free food. And I decided to get one of them to level 2, because if you didn't know, if you level up a Sauropod or something with triggers during the turn, you get the triggers reset. So I have 3 more triggers from the Sauropod, and I think I'll be using all of them. Yeah, I got another 6 gold just from that level up. And I didn't say it at the time, but it was extremely lucky that I leveled up into yet another Sauropod, so yeah, I may be able to do that play again in the future. That's why I froze the chocolate, but the seal can have it as well. Like we discussed earlier, the seal eating chocolate is good. It's going to be its last chocolate for this run, because it can't eat anymore. And it's very satisfying getting the gold back. You're getting back more gold than you're spending with this build, isn't that crazy? Such economy in the Puppy Pack is rare to come by. You can only do this with, I don't know, I think it's only with Swan and the Squirrel saving money. or generating money. But the Sauropod does it in such a crazy way that it just blows those two out of the water. I'm going to be preparing to bring in the 5th Sauropod soon, but it's nice that I found yet another one in the shop, because that means I can for sure make another level 2 and reset its triggers after I've used them up, so I can have 9 more free gold. Excuse me, it's not 9, it's 6 more free gold. And yeah, so my aim for now is to use up all the triggers of the Sauropods. This should be the 3rd trigger, and now I can level them up, level 1 of them up at least. And I have 3 more triggers for 2 gold each, so 6 more gold in the bank. And at this point I think giving stakes to the seal is fine, since the shop isn't giving me any better food. I'm trying to even do that again with the Sauropod, resetting its triggers by giving another chocolate, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be happening. I froze this steak here just to give to the last Sauropod that I'm going to be including next turn. That's why I didn't give the steak to the seal either. But I don't think it matters, like this team is so strong that only other great scalers like the buffalo and the llama can compete with it. And this is probably going to be the last turn that I'm generating this crazy amount of gold, because I'm winning next turn. I gave up on the steak just to be able to see more foods in the shop. I was relatively certain that I'd find another good health food, or even if I don't, I'll just transform it into stats by using the seal. So yeah, this is going to be it. I'm just deciding how to use the gold properly. I think I'm going to be giving the meat bone as well to the seal before replacing it with the Sauropod. And yeah, this is the final team. Very wild, very strong, and I hope you enjoyed this last upcoming battle. Like and sub, do all the generic stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.